Hello everybody, we've got a new poll in Old School RuneScape today, so let's go ahead and vote in this poll. So, before we vote in this poll, make sure you know what's happening in the Snake Boss developer blog, so click here to see my video on that. Question 1. Should they introduce the recently proposed Solo Snake Boss and the items it drops as described in the Solo Snake Boss developer blog? I'm going to go ahead and vote yes. I think it's going to be quite a good boss, and it's got some really quite powerful items. I think it might change the landscape of the combat in the game a little bit, but hopefully not too much. Question 2. Should they bring back the 2005 Christmas event, Diango's Workshop, as the 2014 Christmas event for Old School? I'm going to go ahead and vote yes. I actually missed it in 2005, so for me I'd really like to complete that event. Question 3. Should they improve the Calfight Queen's drop table to make it more appealing to fight? I'm going to vote yes. I think the Calfight Queen does need a bit more attention, but then again we are getting a lot more bosses. Old School has received a lot of bosses in the past year and since it started, but generally I think the Calfight Queen's quite a signature boss that gets overlooked a lot. Next, question 4. Should your player-owned butler remember the last request you made, so you don't need to go through as much dialogue to make the same request again? I'm going to vote yes. It'll really make construction probably a little bit faster, but definitely easier. Next, question 5. Should there be a right-click option on Advisor Grim in Miscellanea to collect resources from your kingdom? I'm going to vote yes on that. That's going to be really useful. The one thing I'm a bit unsure about is whether you're going to be able to add money to your co-offer or not, but hopefully they'll sort that out. And finally, question 6. Should dealing damage in pest control give you full XP for the damage you deal? Now I'm going to go ahead and vote no on this. I don't think it should really do that. Although, if this were to pass, I think I probably wouldn't really notice it that much. So I'm going to go ahead and vote. Thank you for voting. So we've had 3,516 votes so far, so we've probably got a lot more to come. Out of those 3,516, 88.1% want the Solo Snake Boss and the items it drops, as described in the developer blog, to be added. 91.1% want the 2005 Christmas event, Diango's Workshop, to come back as the 2014 Christmas event for Old School. 95.4% say that they should improve the Calfight Queen drop table to make it more appealing to fight. 96.2% want the player-owned house butler to remember the last request you made. 93.8% want a right-click option on Advisor Grim in Miscellanea to collect resources from your kingdom. And finally, 86.6% want dealing damage in pest control to give you the full XP for the damage you deal. So this is a really interesting poll. I quite like the look of it. It's all passing so far. We've still got a lot of votes to go. I think none of it's really going to fail, but I think perhaps maybe one or two might drop a little bit, or perhaps they'll rise. If you've not voted in this poll yet, make sure you vote in this poll. You can help shape Old School the way you want. And before you do go ahead and vote in this poll, make sure you know what's happening in the Solo Snake Boss developer blog, so click here for my video on that. If you've enjoyed this video, please like and share, and if you want to keep up to date with Old School RuneScape updates, dev blogs and polls, please subscribe. I've been Lewis, thanks for watching, goodbye.